Hi, I'm Andrew. You might think you know, but you have no idea. But in all seriousness, hi, I'm Andrew Flores. I'm 15 years old. I was born in LA, raised in Long Beach. And yes, I am a filmmaker, photographer, video editor, actor, voice actor. I'm all those things.
Hey guys, this is Julie and welcome to my SOFHAB channel. And today I'm doing another interview for my Making Your Dreams Come True segment. And today we have featuring none other than Rascal Family member Andrew Flores.
Hi everyone.
Thank you so much for joining me here. It's been a while since I've done this and now I'll be doing 3 for July. So thank you for agreeing to come.
No, thank you for letting me have this great opportunity. I really love podcasts, so thank you for this.
Oh, no problem. And I'm really excited because we've been watching you on your journey to becoming, well, your journey of, because you already are, because you're already involved, a voice actor, director, and an actor. And let's just say we're all proud of you and so
Thank you.
happy that you took the initiative going after your dreams.
Thank you.
So today I'd like to share with others who are listening some of your journey, what you've learned, and maybe some advice you have for others who are as young as you are, but maybe thinking they can't do it, and to give them some impetus to get started.
All right.
Okay, so first, what made you interested in voice acting to start off?
Well, I was interested in acting first. When I was little, I would always watch movies, and right off the bat, I could tell which actor was who directed it, and who voiced and stuff. And my mom, she had this feeling, she had this gut feeling, like, this boy might have a career in the entertainment industry. And as I grew up, uh, I was looking for hobbies to do. I wasn't sure what I was going to do in my life. I just said, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? And I'm like, I could be a teacher. Actually, I wanted to be a teacher before wanting to be a voice actor. So
Noble,
I want to be a
noble
teacher.
profession still.
I want to be a teacher. And then as I grew up a little more, I just told myself, no, I don't think I'd be great with kids. So that kind of died down. I just reminded myself that, hey, you like movies, so why not be in movies? You're directing or make movies in general, and that idea really stood out to me. So I committed to that idea.
Awesome. So tell me, how young are we talking when you first knew this is what you wanted to do?
9.
Oh, wow.
9-ish.
So I got to throw this in. Your Rascal Sona is Deku. So now you're a real life Deku because Deku ended up as a teacher. So it fits you. So you wanted to be an actor first. So can you remember or recall what maybe shows inspired you or actors you were moved by that made you want to do it?
Funny. This is gonna be a funny answer. For the voice acting part.
Well, for the acting first.
For the acting part. Okay. The acting part. In movies that had Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, that guy has a crazy range. That guy can make you feel things. And
He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites, and that's not just because he looks good. He is definitely one of my favorites for the reason that you say. Definitely.
Yeah. Also, Heath Ledger, especially when he played Joker in Dark Knight, that performance really moved me. It felt like, I don't know, his character and how he portrayed it, it was just inspiring and beautiful. It was beautiful in an artistic way.
Yeah, he immersed himself really.
I want to do something like that.
Okay. And you can. That sounds good. That you have two great examples of careers that spanned a while, and as you said, had range. You saw them do all different types of genres. So that's a good example for you. Now, for voice acting, you said that was secondary. So
Yes.
how did you become interested in expanding your acting?
Okay. How I got inspired to do voice acting?
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna be a little long story, but I'll try to make it brief.
Oh, we want to hear it.
So I'm I'm of Mexican descent. I'm Mexican American, and
Woohoo!
yeah, viva Mexico. So my mom would have these DVDs of animated movies, animated shows, movies in general, and a little thing about me is that I did not want to hear the audio in English. I only wanted to hear it in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I
No
was
dubbing.
mad. So every Disney movie, every DreamWorks movie, any movie I've ever watched, I would be like, no, I don't want to hear it in English. I want to hear it in Spanish. And she would always change the language to Spanish, and that's how I recognized dub voice actors in Spanish as voice actors. That's how I recognize the Spanish voice actors' voices by because I just recognize them, and whenever I watch another piece of media, I'm like, hey, I heard that person in this movie, and now they're in this movie. That's crazy. And then that's just a talent, skill of mine. I recognize Spanish voice actors. I recognize their voices, and
You and Rascal have something in common. She does that with Tom, Kenny, and so many others. She knows right off the bat. And I used to go, no, it's not. And after I learned she knows what she's talking about, I never question her when she tells me that's who it is. So you share that in common.
And last year, okay, and one of the major voices that I would recognize in Spanish is this actor named Mario Filio. He's the voice of Goofy, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Wreck-It Ralph, Prince Naveen, Nico and Rio, Miss Piggy.
Oh my gosh.
Just to name a few. And last year I went to this conference networking event for voice actors around the globe, and I attended, and I was shooketh when I met one of my childhood voices. I met Mario Filio.
Oh my gosh. You met one of your heroes. That's awesome.
And I just went up to him and I said, obviously it was in Spanish. I said, excuse me, are you Mario Filio? And he's like, yeah, I'm Mario Filio. I'm like, oh, sir, I just want to appreciate you because I grew up listening to your voice, and I would never want to hear movies or shows in English, so I would hear them in Spanish, and I would always recognize your voice. So I just want to thank you and appreciate you, sir. He's like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being a fan. And I asked for a selfie, and we took it. And
awesome.
Honestly, that whole day, I was kind of bugging him. I would never leave his sight. I was just like, I'm like, are you not annoyed that I'm always constantly around you? He's like, no, I actually appreciate and enjoy it.
See, that's when not being an adult comes in handy, because definitely it'll tolerate you and be happy about it. Now, if it's someone who's in their 30s doing it, that's totally different. So you had the advantage.
Yeah, and I met other voice actors other Spanish voice actors as well.
That's awesome.
And I got to meet Keith David.
Oh my gosh. Okay, he's definitely a favorite. I mean, he's a legend. Who does not love Keith David? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's exciting. So my next question about Mario. Does he specifically do only Spanish language, or does he do bilingual like you're wanting to do as well?
Only Spanish in Latin America.
Okay, awesome. So now we know a name of a voice actor, and some of you, like Sylvia and others, may know. If you do, let us know in the comments. So now you've told us who your hero is. Do you have any in English as well, since you want to be bilingual for your voice acting?
English, all right. Right off the bat, killing off that guy. Oh my goodness, that dude. And Tom Kenny. Killing off and Tom Kenny. Those guys are titans. One of them is literally a titan.
So there's something else you and Rascal have in common. And here's a fun fact for you. Kellen Goff actually follows Paws in animation.
No way.
Yes. We have about 25 voice actors who actually follow Paws.
No, but that's amazing. You should have that. You should wear that like a trophy, like a badge of honor.
We do. We try not to act too goofy when it happens. But so what are some shows of Kellen Goff's, or characters I should say, whom he's voiced, some characters and shows he's been on, so for those listening aren't familiar with him, will know who he is.
calling off, you may, if you're a Finance and Freddy's fan, that dude basically voices every Freddy in every iteration. He voiced Funtime Freddy, played Glam Rock Freddy in the recent one, Security Breach. He voiced Molten Freddy. He voiced Sun and Moon. That's not a Freddy, but it's a new character in the FNAF world. Sun and Moon in Security Breach. In the anime world, he's voiced. Well, he's, in my opinion, this is my popular role, but he's voiced SOFHAB, the main antagonist in season 3, 2. I'm not. Correct me on that. It's one of those later seasons. He's also the voice of, and if you watch Attack on Titan,
of course,
voices
Levi Ackerman. He doesn't voice Levi Ackerman. That's my favorite character. Yes, I've watched all of Attack on Titan.
He voices Portal.
Yes. Yes.
And who else does he voice? He voiced. Are you familiar with Spooky Month?
No.
Animated.
No.
Made by Senor Pello.
No, I'm not.
I recommend watching it. But in that, if anyone in the audience is familiar with Senor Pello's Spooky Month, he voiced the bully. He voices the bully, but I forgot his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that should give us all who maybe aren't familiar with him listening an idea of whom he is. Kenny, everyone knows who he is, just SpongeBob alone, but he's done just so many different roles and voices. When I heard his regular voice, I remember going, that's his regular voice? He sounds so normal. And I remember Rascal was laughing hysterically, like, that's Tom Kenny? Yeah, that's his regular voice. Oh, it's so nice. It's so normal. So, one more thing I want to touch on. You have acting, voice acting, I'll just say live action acting, and then you also want to direct. What kinds of things are you wanting to direct when you go that route?
Well, what do I plan on directing when I go that route?
Well, I'm sure it'll be later, but what kind of things do you have in mind that you would like to direct, like genres or types of movies, or are you wanting to do voice acting, directing? What kind of directing are you interested in?
I'm interested in film directing. And
okay.
I have this passion project that I really hope on directing. Well, I have two, but I want to touch on the first one. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I would really like to direct a 2D animated movie of the life of Jesus Christ.
That would be wonderful.
That would be wonderful, and I don't know, I feel like that's a story that many people need to hear, because it's about redemption, it's about grace, it's about love, it's about being selfless, it's about change. Yeah, it's a beautiful story that not many people know of, and I feel like that this adaptation, it might be a helpful way that people may get informed or educated on who Jesus is or was.
Do you have any 2D animation or anime inspirations for the project you're thinking about? Because there are like Superbook, and there have been some anime adaptations also.
Yeah, Superbook, that's the inspiration, and I think there's this one anime video called My Last Day.
Okay, haven't seen that one.
I recommend watching it. It's next level. It's like The Passion, but anime.
Okay.
Yeah, my last day, and I saw the new movie called King of Kings. That boosted my inspiration more.
That was my mom's one of her favorite movies.
I'm glad to hear it. And Prince of Egypt. That is the sole inspiration. That is the sole inspiration of why I want to make this movie.
Okay, very good inspirations. So we're gonna be looking forward to see what you do in the future. We'll be watching, that's for sure. So I want to talk about something you did recently, and you
Yes.
auditioned and won a role in the production of West Side Story. Forgive me, guys,
Yes.
in your area. So tell us more about that.
Okay, so it was so this theater company that I've worked with before called Act Out Theater Company in Long Beach. I like in 2023 two, I attended some of their workshops. I wasn't auditioning yet, but I was attending some of their workshops, like acting for the camera, acting for theater, singing, improv, all that good stuff. And then auditions were coming up for Mary Poppins, and I told the director, "Hey, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I should audition for Mary Poppins." He's like, "Yeah, you should try it out." So I did, and keep in mind this is an open audition. Anyone can audition. It's not private. This program was made for youth to have free, open opportunities for theater, because not in Long Beach or anywhere in general, you would have to pay a fee to be in a production. But thanks to my director, Travis Wade, he built a program where kids, not just kids, but individuals can have that opportunity to be in theater.
That's awesome.
So then I auditioned for Mary Poppins. I tried out for Birds. And a few days later, after the audition, I was having like imposter syndrome. I was thinking that I wasn't good enough for it. I should not commit to it. I should just drop it. And sadly, I emailed the director, Travis, and said, "Hey, so really, I'm down to say this, and I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed in myself for wasting your time, but I don't think I can commit to this." I didn't even get to see who I played. I didn't even know if I was a main character, or small character, or the ensemble, or anything. I just decided to drop it without knowing who I was.
Oh no.
Then,
Okay.
I gained more confidence that year. I just attended more acting classes and voice acting classes, and 2020 this year I went to their website or their Instagram, and I saw that West Side Story the auditions for West Side Story were being held.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Hey, you grew confidence. I feel like you're ready for this. So let's just try it out. And it doesn't matter what role we get. It's just for the experience." So I auditioned for it. I wasn't even looking to get anyone. I just wanted to be in it. For the audition, it required us to sing. And the song I chose was "Dancing Through Life" from the musical Wicked.
Okay.
I'm not the best singer, but at least I tried. They liked my audition. They made me stay, so that's something.
Definitely.
I read for two characters, it was Snowboy and Baby John. Those two characters are basically a part of the Jets. I'll explain more later.
For those who are listening, if you've seen West Side Story and you know these characters, let us know in the comments.
Okay. Audition for it. We called it a day. I was a little anxious. I was like, "Ooh, I wonder who I'm getting." Then I wrote an email to the director, and I said, "Hey, I do not recommend doing this. Just be patient. Do you're an actor. Do not write to your directors of you being impatient. Just trust the process." I wrote to my director, "Hey, it's been a few days, and I was wondering if the cast has been selected." And he said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have the cast list ready by tomorrow." And I said, "Great, thanks."
Mm-hmm.
I got the email. I got an email back. The cast was selected, and once I opened that email up for cast list up, I saw my name. Crazy! I saw my name on a list with a cast, with a whole group of people, and that is something I was not used to. And I scrolled down. I was part of the Sharks, the Puerto Ricans, and I saw that my character's name was Indio. I'm like, oh great, this is my first theater character. Let's go, let's do this. And then I got so excited that I looked up my character on Google. I saw a few images. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's weird. This guy doesn't really have that much images. And then I'm like, oh well, at least I bet he has so much lines in the musical though. It was Saturday and it was the read-through. So basically, we would all meet up in the same location we auditioned for, and we would get our scripts and we would read through the entire musical. So I got my scripts. I'm like, and I said, I can't wait to see how many lines my character has. He only has one line.
But it was one line and an important line in your first role.
Yes, but
and you'll remember it. You'll remember that one line forever. What was your one line?
It was a racial slur towards Italians.
Okay, we can't do that.
That's why I didn't want to say it. But if you know, you know.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's wonderful because you went after something. You had hesitations at first, and then, as you said, you learned more, you grew in confidence, you tried again. And it wasn't what you went out for, but that wasn't important. You actually got or assigned or won a role. And I'm sure that gave you the impetus to go and apply for more roles and to do more things, because I see on your website, and that link will be included in the description, guys, if you want to visit. You've got so many pictures of people you've met with and things you've done and showing us what you desire to do. And I think, again, it's very inspirational for anyone. But specifically, I want to say for those that are young as you are, because you are 17, correct?
16.
16. You're 16. I'm sorry. And think about this, guys. He's 16 and he's going out here, and you can see from his pictures, and he's engaging and taking classes and pursuing his dream. And for those of you who think age is something that disqualifies you because you're younger, well, Andrew shows you that's not a reason. You just got to get out there and do it just like he is. So I hope he can be an inspiration and catalyst for you to try to do the same. So I want to ask you 2 more questions, and then we'll wrap it up. So what's your next project that you're going after? You have any other things that are coming out or lined up that you're looking to do?
Oh, I'm really happy to say this. Musical-wise, after West Side Story, our production of West Side Story ended, we are now on to our production of Little Women.
Oh, I've read that and seen the movie.
And I will be playing, I will have a bigger part, thank goodness. I won't have one line, I have 5 lines. I went through the script and I calculated, and I only have 5 lines, which is great because I don't have to improvise any more lines. I would just have to memorize my lines, which is a challenge that I wanted to do, because in West Side Story I was limited to 1, so I didn't have that much memorization to do. So now I have so much memorization to do on the Little Women project. I would have so much fun with it. I don't know, I love challenges.
So your acting went up 500%.
Yes.
Role are you playing?
I'm playing Mr. March, the father of the March sisters.
Really? Okay.
Yes. And I'm having a great experience with that. Every time, I don't know why, but every time I'd step in rehearsals, I would always impress the director, and he would say, Andrew, why is it that whenever you can make small characters big? Like, because I don't know, I impress them with my acting, and the director's like, how do you do it? How do you make such small characters as if they were big characters? I'm like, I just act.
Well, that means you have a natural talent, and it's wonderful that you're going and using that talent you've been given. So that's what that means. That's awesome.
Yes,
so,
and for voice acting, my next project, I'm really excited to announce that, to say this. I will be voicing in an animated YouTube series.
Oh, awesome!
And it's called Call's Cult. It's coming out later this year. I'm not too sure. The production is still happening, but I know that I will be voicing in that. Call's Cult, I believe it's... Hold on, be patient with me, guys.
We'll try. Yes, definitely spell it for us and tell us the name of the YouTube channel.
It's called KAHL S
Okay.
KULT.
And is that the name of the channel as well?
Yes, channel
Okay.
and show.
Congratulations. Keep
Thank
us
you.
updated and posted on your community tab, on your X channel. Let us know so we can actually check it out. That is awesome and wow.
If you're wondering how I was able to get this opportunity, I got this opportunity by looking up in YouTube, or by looking this up on YouTube or Twitter. You don't need to be professional to get all the gigs. You can use all the resources that you have as of now. You can search up voice acting auditions on YouTube, or you can use Twitter as a tool, because I auditioned for a video game. I auditioned for a video game on Twitter. Granted, I didn't get the roles that I auditioned for, but hey, I got the chance and the opportunity to audition for a video game. So don't be limited. Go on Twitter, go on YouTube, and build connections with people, because connections is going to be really helpful in your career, because it's not about what you know, it's about who you know, because those connections can lead you to the opportunities that you want. So take advantage of these opportunities and resources. Don't just let them fly by.
Great advice. And that was going to be my last question, but you've already answered it. So guys, but that's good. So I want to share something before we sign off. Andrew will be joining Rascal and I on pause in September for an extended podcast, so he can tell you more about experiences and his journey, and hopefully give you some advice regardless of your age that will be helpful. And also we'll focus on some characters and roles that have inspired him, from not only Mario, we'll probably get some little footage for that, but also some other English voice actors and actors who've inspired you as well. So if you're not following Andrew, you see his channel come up now, be sure to go to his channel, check it out. He also has an X channel as well as an Instagram channel, and last but not least, his own website. And can you tell them the name of that? It's on screen, but can you tell them anyway?
It's Andrew Flores, andrewflores.godaddysite.com.
Yes, and you should be seeing a picture of that now. Go check it out. It's got, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 54 or 74 photographs, so you'll get to see a lot of what Andrew's been involved in and doing.
Yes, and if you're a casting director listening, my commercial demo is up there, the first thing that pops up. So if you need like a voice actor, I'm your guy.
See, that's how you do it. So thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it,
Pleasure.
and I'm so excited for you, and can't wait to see what you have in store for us. I know it's going to be great, and I also know, lastly, that your faith is a big part of what you do. And I think that's amazing as well.
Yes.
So thank you guys for joining us. I'm Julie, and this is Andrew.
I'm Andrew.
Continue to be happy, healthy, whole, and also wonderful. And if you would like to be featured, let me know in the comments. See you next time.
Bye.
So if you have a passion project that you're so passionate about, I will be more than happy to help you out to make your visions come to life. So what do you say? Let's get to creating.